Sniper rifles are fascinating. Hitting a target with one round at a great distance, unseen and sneaky, that's a great vision. At the same time, sniper rifles tend to be long, heavy, and unwieldy. They come with long barrels for accuracy and velocity and with heavy optics. Manufacturers have tried to address these downsides and developed some neat and small packages that you most probably have not heard of. So let's take a look at them. Number 7, the Dragonov SVU. Dragunov is a famous name when it comes to sniper rifles, and the Dragonov SVD is a very good example of how long and heavy they can get. The OTS-03 SVU is the take of this manufacturer on what a short sniper rifle can be. In fact, the Russian meaning behind SVU just translates into sniper rifle shortened in English. To make this gun small and accurate, it was turned into a bullpup design. This allows for a barrel length of 20.4 inches as the action does not sit in front but behind the trigger, making for an overall much compacter rifle. Developed with the forces of the Russian Ministry of International Affairs, you will not necessarily see it widespread use with the Army. However, that does not mean that it was not seen war. In fact, it was used, for example, in the First Chechen War. The SVU features a special muzzle brake that reduces the energy of the recoil by some 40% and elastic buttstock with lamellar springs that is not attached rigidly to the receiver. Another feature is a sound suppressor reducing the report of the rifle. The SVU-A is an especially interesting variant as it deviates what is normal for sniper rifles. They're typically either semi-automatic or bolt action, but the SVU-A added a fully automatic firing mode. To help with long-range accuracy, the center of gravity was moved forward by adding a forward extended bipod. To help with fully automatic fire, the magazine capacity was increased by developing magazines with a capacity of 30 rounds. The SVU-A is meant to replace the other variants. Typically, the SVU uses the PSO-1 sight with an illuminated reticle, but also sports folding iron sights. If necessary, a bayonet can also be fitted. Unloaded and without a scope, the rifle weighs a tad over 7.3 pounds and it has an overall length of 34.2 inches. As is the case with the SVD, it's chambered for 7.62 by 54 millimeter rimfire, and it's gas-operated. Its effective firing range is quoted to be over 1,300 yards. Number 6, the Walther WA 2000. The Walther WA 2000 semi-automatic bullpup sniper rifle. It's produced by the Carl Walther Company from 1982 to 1988. Only 176 of them were made thanks to its very high cost. Also, it was not robust enough to be used as a sniper rifle by the military. That makes this rifle to be one of the rarest and most sought production firearms. The weight with scope and loaded was 17.4 pounds. The barrel length was 25.6 inches with an overall length of the gun of 35.6 inches. There are 3 chamberings available, 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO, 300 Winchester Magnum, and 7.5 by 55 millimeter Swiss. Officially, its effective firing range is just shy of 800 yards. It feeds from 6 and 10 round detachable box magazines. The development of this gun began as a response to the 1972 Summer Olympic massacre in Munich. The bullpup design was chosen to keep the overall length short while still allow for a barrel that is long enough, as it was meant to be a sniper rifle from the beginning. It was produced without iron sights. It fires from a closed bolt and features either a single-stage or two-stage trigger. The trigger pulls between 2.65 and 3.1 pounds. All in all, 2 variants were produced. The first one uses a can-type flash suppressor, and the lighter model a conventional flash hider. Also, the later version was more accurate and more tuned to the job it was intended for. While some German police units did actually use this rifle, it was overall just too expensive to catch on. The retail price was between $9,000 and $12,500 in the 1980s. Today, you can expect to pay anything between $40,000 and $80,000 for one of them. Number 5, the VSK-94. The VSK-94 is a suppressed sniper rifle developed in 1994. To help with sound reduction, it's chambered in 9 by 39 millimeter. It's surprisingly light with a weight of only 6.17 pounds. Overall, it's 36.7 inches long and its barrel has a length of 9.1 inches. While being a sniper rifle, the priority was given to being silent, leading to a rather short effective firing range of just 450 yards and a maximum firing range of 660 yards. For the scope, it typically comes with the PSO-1 and it feeds from 20-round detachable box magazines. Also, it sports backup iron sights which can be flipped up. Gas-operated, it features a stamped steel receiver and a skeletonized polymer stock with an integrated pistol grip. The forearm is synthetic. The 9 by 39 millimeter bullet has around twice the weight and energy as the 9 by 19 millimeter bullet when fired from an HK MP5 SD. Number 4, the VSS Vinteroz. The VSS Vinteroz is a Soviet-designed integrally suppressed sniper rifle started from 1983. As it's meant to be silent right from the beginning, it's chambered in 9x39mm, which shoots subsonic projectiles. There are 4 rows of 9 holes, each drilled into the barrel, which follow the rifling. The idea is to allow gas to escape into the expansion chamber that surrounds the barrel. It actually extends it a few inches forward, holding 3 baffles. That reduces the muzzle flash as well as the report, which is stated to be around 130 decibels. However, the noise of the action stays the same. The manual of arms is similar to the AK. You have the charging handle on the right side, tangent reed sights, and the magazine release button behind the magazine well. The safety lever sits above the trigger guard. The rail is side-mounted. The gun comes with open sights that are graduated out to 450 yards. The action resembles that of the AK rifles as well as with a long-stroke gas piston operation. There's a variant of the Vinteroz called the VAL, which features a tubular metal folding buttstock with the Vinteroz with a wooden stock. Number 3, the Desert Tech SRS A1. The Desert Tech SRS A1 is a bolt-action sniper rifle. SRS stands for Stealth Recon Scout. The rifle is a bullpup design to shorten the overall length. The original design has been in production since 2008. Comes in different chamberings, including 7.62 by 51mm NATO, 338 LaPua Magnum, and 300 Winchester Magnum. The barrel length for the 7.62mm version is 22 inches, with an overall length of 31.5 inches. The effective firing range is said to be 1,900 yards when chambered in 338 Norma Magnum. Fed from detachable box magazines, the capacity varies with the caliber ranging from 5 rounds for 338 Lupa Magnum all the way up to 7 rounds with 308 Winchester. The bullpup design keeps the rifle relatively short and compact. It features an adjustable cheek rest and a raised, contoured butt pad. This way it can be tucked securely into the shoulder of the shooter. The original design revolved around the 338 Lapua Magnum for range and performance. Right out of the box, it sports a muzzle brake to reduce the felt recoil. However, that can be swapped for a suppressor. Overall, it's manufactured from polymer, aluminum, and steel to keep the weight down while keeping it rugged and durable. Also has a Picatinny rail system to attach optics and accessories. Number 2, the Desert Tech SRS A2 Covert. The Desert Tech SRS A2 Covert is an updated variant of the SRS A1. New features have been incorporated. Overall, the length of this gun has been reduced. Overall, it's said to be 35% more accurate while being 2.1 pounds lighter. Features a rugged match trigger and its action runs very smooth. The handguard can easily be swapped and there are ultra-light barrel options available. As a standard, the barrel is threaded. The increase in accuracy is achieved by a new barrel mount that makes for a more uniform attachment. Also, it reduces peak stress. Being lighter and shorter, the Covert version is more mobile. The handguard comes with M-lock mounting points at 45 degrees around the full length. The threads on the muzzle are standardized, making use of suppressors much easier. For the chamberings, they're all in 3 available and 308 Winchester. The barrel has a length of 16 inches. The other 2 are 6.5 Creedmoor and 300 Winchester Magnum, both with a barrel length of 18 inches. The overall length is just 27 inches. Number 1, the Desert Tech Trek 22. Our number 1 is the Desert Tech Trek 22. This is again a bullpup design, and this time it is chambered for 22 rimfire. In fact, it's just a stock kit. Turn into a full rifle, you need to add a Ruger 1022. It does come with its own trigger with an average pull of 4.5 pounds. This reduces the overall length of the Ruger 1022 to just 26.75 inches. And it's lighter than the original Ruger 1022 setup, albeit only at a weight reduction of 7%. The Trek 22 comes with a 24-slot Picatinny rail for optics and 13 separate M-lock attachment points in the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions. In the rear of the stock are 2 BX1 magazine holders integrated. There's a single QD sling stud. You keep the magazine compatibility of the Ruger 1022, including the 10 and 25-round magazines. It's a good plinking and range gun, not least because of its low recoil and the rather cheap ammo. There you have it, guys. Some of the smallest sniper rifles that you most probably have never heard of. If you know one more, let us know in the comments and tell us its most important features.